All right, so this is our info session with some updated information from the past couple months. A few things have changed, a few things have stayed the same, so we figured this would be a great time to get everyone reacquainted with everything, all things MVI. So let's get started. All right, well, first things first, we'll do a quick overview again. I'm sure you all are familiar, but Viceroy is a development pathway that exposes scholars like you to different courses and competitions and experiences focused on cybersecurity. So this past fall, we've seen a heightened focus on research and competitions as a priority for Viceroy, which means that ICDT now can support you by funding your participation in different competitions, research conferences, and support your certifications by providing vouchers for your exams. All right, so speaking of those exams and courses, these are the courses that are offered by Purdue Northwest, our partner university. There is not a registration link yet. However, as soon as there is one, I will get that out to you guys. So as of fall 2025, we can support your efforts towards certification by giving you the vouchers for these exams. These courses are provided by our partner university, Purdue Northwest. And the schedule for 2026 is right there. So starting in January and running all the way through August, we have Security Plus courses, the Cisco Cyber Ops courses, and Certified Ethical Hacking. I know some of you have completed some of the courses in there. Good on you. And if you're still going for your certification, just let us know and we can do the process of getting you those vouchers. All right, another huge part of Viceroy and the opportunities that it provides is research and competitions. So, as some of you may know and have participated in, the MVI program offers a 10-week undergraduate session. So you're paid as an undergraduate research assistant, and now there is more paid research opportunities available for you guys. So acting as a research assistant here at OSU under like a relevant research project is now something that we can fund. So if you are interested in that, we would love to talk to you about it. We want to see you guys get paid for these cool experiences and the hard work you're putting in. So just let us know and we can talk about payment assistance for these things. The same thing goes for any competitions and conferences you take part in. So a part of Viceroy is taking part in cyber competitions, Viceroy or otherwise, national or local. We would love to help fund your travel, your expenses, anything like that. We would love to help you. Same goes for other research conferences. We can financially support. So please, please, please let us know what you're interested in, and we will do our best to make these conferences and competitions available and aware for you guys so that you can participate and get those credits, get that experience, and get it funded. All right, on to some of the handbook items. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with these. However, it's good to reiterate and stay familiar. So to remain in good standing, a Viceroy Scholar maintains your security clearance eligibility, which a lot of you have done through the portal, but not all, as far as I'm aware. Very easy, takes like 3 or 5 minutes and keeps you in good standing and eligible to continue with things like internships and other opportunities. I highly recommend you do that. 3.2 or above GPA and your participation in cyber competitions and applied learning experiences, which we will get into in the next slide. The Viceroy Scholarship is awarded upon completion of all of the items on your Viceroy portal, and details about that will be sent to you after this meeting as well on the sheet that they provide. But that is $1,000. It's a stipend. And to earn your designation as a scholar with honors, You complete all of these qualifications and you participate in their mentorship or engagement initiatives, your DoD or I guess DOW related internship, and participate in their annual Viceroy Symposium, which is very open to students and student poster presentations. Do not be intimidated to join in. They haven't yet updated the website with the next coming year's Viceroy Symposium information, but once they do, I will send that information out to you guys. And feel free to stop me if you have any questions.
Last year, the symposium was over spring break, I believe. So we're guessing mid to late March will be their target again.
Yeah, sometime in the spring semester. So start thinking about it and get excited because preparing a poster, it's super cool to get to present all your work. And we love to see our OSU students participating in these things. And we'll probably put a picture of your poster and you on the website just for fun. All right, so I mentioned an applied learning experience. So what does that entail? So these are your hands-on projects, your research and your actions as a research assistant, or your DoD-approved certifications. The DoD-related internships are the Maven and Envoy internships, which I believe some of you have participated in. These both take place over the summer, and I have some more information for you on the next slide. All right, so these are the Viceroy internships. Maven runs from June 8th to July 31st this year. This is a summer internship that fast tracks your competency in cyber spectrum, providing hands-on professional development experiences within national security. And then Viceroy Envoy. That runs from June 1st to August 7th, a cyber spectrum summer internship with real-world mission-driven operational projects. To my knowledge, they encourage you to participate in Maven before Envoy, but I don't think that that is a strict qualification. Your deadline to apply to that is December 1st, so you still have, what, like 2 weeks? 10 days? Somewhere in that range? You still have time to apply. I believe it's about a 20-minute application. You need your transcript and your resume. There's a written portion, but it seems like a pretty clear application process. And you get to go to, there's a variety of host sites that they work with in places like Mississippi and Florida and New York and Hawaii. So a lot of great opportunities for hands-on experience, great for your resume and for your professional development. And from what I've heard, a great opportunity. Some more opportunities. These are for more of your educational awareness. So the Viceroy Virtual Series. Any of the virtual series, you know that they can be pretty helpful and they cover a wide range of topics. I believe there's actually one tonight at 6. Yes, so they do have a webinar tonight at 6 p.m. And it's actually some pretty good information if you're interested in presenting at the symposium coming up. It's Prep Like a Pro poster success. So I believe it will be past poster session winners talking about their experiences, and I think that could be very good if you are someone who hasn't participated in the symposium before, maybe a little intimidated. That's fine, I would be, but this information is really good for you to have, not just for Viceroy, but for other symposiums and competitions and the like. So you can find the calendar and registration on the Viceroy website, and I will share it out with you after this meeting. But they have tons of webinars throughout the quarter. I believe this is the only one in November, but I know that there are some in December and they already have it scheduled out till January. And there are plenty of different topics, so You can register for one and then not register for the other. You don't have to go to all of them, but it's always a good opportunity to connect with other students as well. They host their annual symposium, as we've been talking about, which has a cyber competition element and a student poster session. So again, I wish I had more information on that for you right now. As soon as they have it up, we will get that out to you. We would love to see you participating in that. Be very good. All right. I told you it'd be like a quick wrap up and takeaway. Don't worry. I know everyone has places to be. So the key takeaway here is that we have the money to support your endeavors, and we want you to make the most out of these connections and experiences. So these funds are distributed on a first come, first served basis. If one student asks for funding, that's who it gets to, and we want to see it go towards you and your hard work. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have questions about what qualifies, if you have a conference that you want to attend, there's a competition. Please let us know, and we would love to help you out. Also, if you have friends that are interested in Viceroy but missed the application deadline, applications are now on a rolling basis. So if they are still interested in applying, if you know anybody who might be interested, the deadline is no longer there and they are welcome to apply. All right, this is me and Julia's contacts and some other information, but does anybody have any questions for Julia or I? Julia, do you have anything to add that I might have missed?
Oh, I think you did a fantastic job. Thank you, Honor. I'm thinking probably the most likely question is like, how does the money work? In most cases, we don't want to deal with reimbursements or having you pay for something and then us try to pay you back. The best thing to do is anytime that you think something might qualify, that you just send an email to Honor and say this is what you want to do, and then we will work with you to get it paid just from OSU directly. So whether that's you want to go to a conference and you need the registration fee, and perhaps you also need the travel. So like we'll help with an air ticket and hotel, especially if it's something that you can present at, that those will get, I'll say fully
Yes.
funded, hands down. Like there's no, if you're taking a poster to something that's like the pinnacle type of example.
Yes.
But if there's another conference you just want to attend, or if there's a competition, maybe a weekend competition that requires some travel or an entry fee, let us know and we'll try to get that paid directly from OSU and not deal with reimbursements. Also with the voucher system, again, we get a price break on Security Plus vouchers, so it's cheaper if we buy the vouchers and then give those to you when you've completed the course and tell us you're ready to schedule your test. I haven't done this with anything outside of Security Plus yet, but I think there's ways for us to go about it in a similar fashion.
Yeah.
And Viceroy Symposium, it was moved virtual last year, which was a shame, but we're hoping it will be in person this spring. And absolutely anybody in the program is eligible to travel and attend. And yeah, again, bonus points if you're willing to bring a poster to the event, or when you're there, participate in one of the competition, or yeah, they have a CTF competition. So
yes, they have.
I know I just probably restated everything Honor said, but
no, you're totally
spend this
fine.
money. Please spend this money.
Yes, we are here to support you. We want to see you participating in things. We would love to see your posters. We would love to write all about it for the website. We want to see you guys shining. And we're really excited to have this kind of opportunity to give it to you guys, especially with the new research assistant funding opportunities. Would love to see
thank you.
how that works out.
So in the past, the Midwest Viceroy Institute had a kind of a packaged summer program where we provided research, topics, and faculty, and then you worked on it on your own and you just got a flat rate scholarship for the summer. We haven't decided if we're going to be doing something similar as far as packaging up offers and opportunities, but it would be a paid hourly instead of a scholarship. So you would log hours in a time card. We would pay your biweekly paycheck via the grant funds. But because that is now the way that Viceroy is doing it nationally, we don't have to wait until summer. So if you have a faculty member that you want to do some work with and can say, hey, hire me, and you don't actually have to pay me anything because there's grant money available. So this is something I'm going to be sharing with the rest of the ICDT faculty. So that spans CSE, ECE, ISE for the most part. There's also some work at CAR and CDME to say, hey, you know, these students are going to do some part-time research, and the Viceroy grant will pay their hours so that they can work in your labs and not be a financial burden to that faculty. But I don't have direct connections right now, and you know what your interests are and who the faculty are. So if you want to help us with that communication and make those connections, that'll move things along better.
Yes, totally. And it's on the same sort of span, the internships, Envoy and Maven, correct me if I'm wrong, but those are paid, and
yes,
they
but
do
not by our grant.
Not by us, but they are paid, and your travel and housing is covered for those. I believe you stay in a sort of like dorm situation.
Did you
But
cover,
if you
did you cover the deadlines for application?
for the internships, yes, the deadline is December 1st.
Okay, so a couple weeks.
Yes, and shouldn't be anything too crazy. I looked over the application itself, and it all seems pretty standard. Nothing too out of the ordinary to prepare in
A
order
heads
to
up,
apply.
those are highly competitive
Yes.
programs. They don't have a whole the ratio of or percentage of acceptance is fairly low. So if you get accepted, absolutely let me know. We want to celebrate that.
Yes, totally, totally. All right, I think that might be all from me, unless there are any more questions. And I will share some of those links and resources, plus a PDF of all this information to everybody. So don't worry if you forgot something, or if you have any questions about the information I'll send out, just let me know.